Are you ready to know the direction of the day for the world's most traded pair, the Euro USD? Welcome, guys. Thank you for joining me on the second day of August. It's a beautiful morning here in my hometown in East Africa. It's currently 8:30 a.m. and as usual, Monday to Friday, I always jump onto these live streams to basically share the direction of the day on the Euro USD. Now, if you don't know, this is my favorite pair to trade, and I've traded this pair for so many years. But when it comes to my strategy that I use to trade this particular pair, it is my 50% win rate strategy that basically enables me to capture a 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio. And I've traded this particular pair and strategy religiously for over a year now. And I must say it's one of those profitable strategies. And this is what I actually use to share with you guys what the direction of the day is going to be like. Now, if you've been following me here over these live streams that I always jump onto, you know that I've always been basically hitting so well when it comes to these particular directions of the day. So if you're someone who struggles with the direction of the day when it comes to the Euro USD, definitely you should 1:30 a.m. in the morning. So that is 1:30 New York time. But if you're in the East African area, this is always at 8:30 a.m. So thank you so much for joining. For whoever is joining the live stream right now, I'm so excited to be sharing with you what I'll be looking at as the direction of the day. So if you've been following this particular week, you know that we've so far gotten 3 out of the 4 days that you've traded this particular week. So today, if you follow everything, as you know, I always share my particular strategy right here with you guys. So if you're someone who always struggles with direction of the day, definitely this is going to be the live stream that enables you capture that direction of the day when it comes to the Euro USD. Now, the thing I would like to let you know, guys, about is the fact that if you're trading a particular strategy, guys, have yourself set some rules. You know, there must be some rules that you abide by. And when it comes to these rules must be rigid. I mean, you do not have to change these rules. You must abide by these rules. Try and think about it like maybe if you're in a certain country, there are some rules that you must abide by. Or if you're in some society or some kind of society, there are always rules to abide by. So let these rules you've set yourself be your guiding principles when it comes to trading. Do not change these rules. You know, so many times I see people set rules and they keep breaking these rules, and it's mainly the reason you're not profitable. But if you set these rules must be rigid. You should never change these rules. So this is one of those things I would like you guys to really get to know, that if you change these rules, then you're going to end up unprofitable. So the rules must be rigid. And then these other things like wins and losses, those are variables, guys, because you can always get a win and get a loss, but the rules must stay the same. And then what you find people doing, you know, they expect the wins and losses to be rigid, and then the rules keep changing. That's not how it is, guys. So once you work on this, you'll see some changes in the way you trade, and in your P&L, you'll start to see some of those changes, guys. So thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful morning. So with me, usually there's some kind of routine that I follow every morning. Personally, I'm a purely technical trader, but I always also check on the fundamental side of things to basically try and acquaint myself with what exactly is in the market when it comes to the fundamentals. So the website I'd like to check out, maybe let me share that right now. Let me try and share with you my screen so that you guys can see what I'm seeing on my end. So the website I like to check out usually, it is a website called bloomberg.com. This is where I look to when it comes to the fundamental side of trading. I like to check out this particular website, bloomberg.com. So it is a website that basically shares fundamentals, but as I've told you, or as I keep telling you guys, for me, I only and only look out for the major news. Major news. The keyword is major news. So when it comes to the Euro USD, let's check out exactly what the kind of related news they have when it comes to the Fed. So we're going to be checking that out in just a bit. Now, if you don't know how exactly to get to the particular pair that you trade, for me, which is the Euro USD, you basically visit this website, bloomberg.com, and then head over to the market section. That is one of the tabs on the website. And then once you're in the market section, this is just right here. So under markets, then you're able to check out currencies. And then under currencies, you'll be able to select the particular currency that you trade. For me, it is the Euro USD. So if I'm to check out what exactly they are writing, or basically what the kind of issues they put out when it comes to the euro and the US dollar, let's see. There's this: Japan leads Asia sell-off, Apple's China sales slump. We're not concerned about that. Indian rupee becomes second worst Asian currency this quarter. Okay, there's some news here about the United States. So we would be concerned about this if it is major news. So Kamala Harris popularity and hints of a rate cut are hurting Trump trades. Okay, but that's really nothing major. As I told you, I'm looking out for only major news when it comes to these particular currencies. So investors start gaming out exit plan for global rate divergence. Bloomberg surveillance, AI fuels Meta earnings beat. Okay, so there's really nothing major here. So what would I do here? I'm not concerned. I'm not that much concerned. I'm always looking out for those real major, maybe political or geopolitical news, or maybe any tragedies that have just maybe happened in the world. So those are the kinds of, news events I'm looking out for when it comes to this website, because as I've told you, I'm purely a technical trader. So I'm only looking at these websites to basically look out for the major news. If there's nothing major, then I'm not concerned. So basically, this is how I trade. It's how I've traded for so many years now. And yes, away from Bloomberg.com, I also like to acquaint myself with what forexfactory.com has in stock for this particular day, which is the 2nd of August, 2024. So 2nd of August, you can see right here. Let's try and check out. Now, the reason I like to check out, because for me, I actually filtered this particular website to only show me the red folder news. You know, those high impact news events. They're the kinds of news events I like to check out. So basically, I'm able to see, and the reason I like to see this, I know many other traders out there also do this, but maybe as you don't want sometimes for these news events to drop when you're in a trade. So let's say you've made some profits from the markets already, and then as these news events drop, they might end up wiping out all your day's profits. So for some traders, they like to be out of the market as these news events drop. So you can see today, 3:30 p.m. my local time. That's roughly about 8:30 a.m. New York time. There will be some news dropping. We can see average hourly earnings. This is a monthly report. And then we have NFP, guys. So you can see these are major news events. These are real red folder news events. So then we have the unemployment rate still on the USD. So this is going to be major, guys. So So for some traders, they like to be out of the market as these news events drop. So for you, if you're that kind of person that perseveres through, or maybe if your particular strategy always respects the fundamental side of things, then you can probably hold your trades through these news events. But if you're that kind of person that maybe likes to be out of the market as this news actually drops, then you might have to get out of the market. So basically, this is the fundamental side. And then when it comes to the charts, let me share my screen right now so you can see this is the chart for today. Now, for me, this particular strategy that I've told you guys, which is a 50% win rate strategy, I'm going to be sharing everything about it right in this particular live stream that we are on today, so that you guys can acquaint yourself with the way I actually determine my direction of the day. So for me, when it comes to this particular strategy, which is a 50% win rate strategy with a 1 to 4 risk to reward, this is how I trade it. So for me, I base my my direction of the day on the previous day. So it's the previous day that basically enables me determine the direction of the day. So on the previous day's candle, usually I look at the open, the high, the low, and then the close of that particular previous day. So this is where, or this is what enables me determine my direction of the day. So on there, especially on the previous day's candle, there's usually some kind of area of interest that is always left there. So these areas of interest can be either maybe an order block, or maybe this can be maybe a fair value gap, or maybe equal lows or equal highs. So these are the kinds of things I always look out from the previous day. So they are the ones that always enable me, determine my direction of the day. So now when it comes to yesterday, which was the 1st of August, the first day of August, you can see right here on my screen, you can see this was the price action on the hourly time frame. This is on the 1 hour time frame. This is the price action that the day was purely bearish, guys. So you can see it was a bearish day, but we were able to catch this particular trade right here because I told you guys price was going to take out this particular level, and then we look to actually take our trades. But we're not concerned about yesterday. We are talking about today. So when we look at yesterday's price action, you can see right here, when it comes to our areas of interest, you can see price left a fair value gap here, a fair value gap here, and then price was able to change character right here, and it left what we call an order block. So all these are areas of interest when you look at yesterday's price action. So so what do I look out for here? So when it comes to this upper side, I'll be looking at price, going all the way up here. So price would be going all the way up here to basically take out this particular, there are stops resting above here. There's so many of those resting above there. So the people that have stops resting above here. Sorry for that, guys. I got some minor technical glitches there. I'm sorry for that, but we are going to be continuing this. So, okay, so we are back, guys. So I'm looking at price, going all the way up here, taking out the stops, filling all these fair value gaps, and, taking the stops above here. And then once price has done that, then I would expect price to reverse in this other opposite direction. So this is what I mean, guys. So this is the kind of price action I would expect. So price going all the way up here, and then once it has taken out those stops, then it reverses in this particular direction. So this is the one thing if price actually doesn't do this, the other thing I would expect price to do if this doesn't happen this way, another thing I'm expecting price to do is to basically, because when you look at the, the low of yesterday, there's nothing really like an area of interest. There's no order block, there's no fair value gap that was left. There are no equal lows or equal highs. They're not here, guys. So the only thing I'm looking at price doing today when it comes to this lower side, if it is to come down here, I would look at price basically coming, taking out just this Asian high, this Asian low right here. So once price has taken out this Asian low, then I would, so area number one or the level number one that I would like price to get to is this level right here, which is 1.08355. So once price has taken out this particular area, then I look at taking my trade as a sell, or I'll be shorting the Euro USD. Or if this doesn't happen, the other thing that I'll be looking to actually do is if price actually only comes down here, takes out this Asian low, then I'll take the, I'll take a buy right here. If price takes out this level, Apologies, guys, for the technical glitch. Many apologies, guys. Sorry about that. So, basically, what I was saying, the levels I'm looking at is this particular level right here. So, I would like price to come all the way up here, particular level, look to make, a short. I would short the Euro USD. Then the other level, if price doesn't do this, then the other level I'm looking, then once it has done that, I'll be looking to actually go long on the Euro USD. So the major key levels are these levels right here, which is 1.078190. If price doesn't do that, then the other level is this particular level is it is at 1.08355. So these are the two key levels I'm looking at actually reacting off of. Once price has gotten to these levels, I'll basically be entering my trade. So so basically these are the two levels I'm looking at today. And remember to always manage your risk right. If you don't manage your risk, you'll not become profitable in this market. So risk can be one of those rules that you set for yourself so that you do not always go, or you basically don't over risk or under risk on your account. So this is it for today. In case of any question, comment section and let me know exactly what you think or what you feel about these particular live streams, and maybe even the direction of the day when it comes to the Euro USD. So thank you guys for watching. I'll be catching you tomorrow. Let's hope tomorrow we shall not have any kind of technical glitches. So let's hope for tomorrow to be a great, live stream. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be catching you tomorrow.